Hey everybody, it's social media producer Tom Barnes from the WGN Morning News. I'm in the Gold Coast for the Chicago scene. Why? Well, it's that time of year where you might be going to formal events and you don't have something that fits you because you've been at home for the last couple months. In one way or another, fits you good or fits you bad. Either way, if you get a custom fit, at least it'll be the best fit that you can use going forward for maybe job interviews or a party, or even if you want to get hitched, you can use a sport coat these days and it'll work, right? So I'm going to go to Clothier. They're going to give me a custom fit to see how it is. Just because I've never done it before. It's in Chicago and it's offered, so I thought I'd check it out. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to say hi to my friend Beth. We're going to go in here and take a look. Okay, I've made my way in. Beth, where are you at?
Hey, I'm back here.
Back where? Doing what? What's happening?
So I'm about to pour you a drink. That's my first question. Are you a bullet guy? Do you like Glenfiddich, Macallan?
Dealer's choice. How about that? I didn't know I was going to be drinking on my extravaganza here.
Sure. So let's not go too crazy with the scotch. We'll just go with the straight bourbon whiskey.
Okay. All right. So this is part of the experience that guys can expect when they come here. You can serve them up with a drink.
Clothier.
Yeah. All right.
So this is what we do. Come in, have a whiskey, and we'll chat about your wardrobe.
Let me grab that.
Absolutely.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. So tell me, what should guys, among that, what are other things that guys can expect when they come to your store here?
Totally. So you're going to get a really personalized one-on-one experience. You will have a clothier such as myself who will walk you through the space and kind of guide you through what our product offering is. We do great ready-to-wear and casual knit pieces, which I think are all the rage right now, of course, with everyone staying at home and just being more casual in their lifestyle. I'm hearing from a lot of my guys in particular that they're kind of tired of wearing athleisure all day long, so it feels good to get dressed.
You mean sweatshirts and sweatpants?
But you can make it stylish. If you have like a really nice casual sweatshirt with like a sateen four-stretch chino, it's going to be super comfortable, but look, now you're in a pair of pants. You can run to the Starbucks or just go about
just be
your day
presentable,
with a bit
right?
more structure and confidence, which can not hurt.
And that's kind of like what's going on in the first part of the space here is...
Yeah, you're seeing a lot of ready-to-wear. So, a lot of great layering pieces, sweaters, knit, those third outerwear pieces that I really love, that we do, extremely well here is like leather jackets, things with cool finishes and touches. You're really going for that unique piece. And then, as we go further back, we get into, if we're going more upscale in our event or in our occasion, we've got a ton of business casual to formal wear.
And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. It's one of the things that piqued my interest is, there's a lot of people who might not want to go out shopping. Sure. They don't want to do the whole thing. And you guys kind of have a cool experience where not only do you offer fittings for custom clothing from top coats to tuxedos and suits, but almost anything you want. And you're kind of doing it in this enclosed space back here, kind of like a little private measure.
Well, it's nice, and the privacy factor is huge, especially right now with social distancing. You can ideally, you just email one of us and set up an appointment. So,
and this is the space, right?
And this is the space. So it's back here where the two of us, masks on. And then here's where we can really hone in on some of the finer details of your wardrobe.
Okay. So walk me through, what do we do?
Sure.
What should we expect
Sport
first?
coats and dress slacks. If you're leading a board meeting and you're on Zoom, it does make a difference. Like as we even discussed with some of the ready-to-wear stuff, just throwing on a jacket and, presenting yourself nicely, it establishes a bit of normalcy, and it also helps you go by your day with a bit more, authority and agency.
Okay.
So we've got, some of these are just ready to go looks right here. If you just need something go-to that's
you pull
quick.
one off. Let's see what one of those looks like.
Ooh, I love this pairing together. And then this with like a nice, it's kind of like a mauve and a gray, and then with like a shark skin, lighter blue dress slack. That's beautiful.
And that's right off the rack, ready to go.
Right off the rack, ready to go. We're here to help you with alterations and guidance on fit. That's the biggest thing. I would say that we do modern trim very well, but we have a little bit of something for everyone. We also
Speaking
have
of
formal wear. So I love this. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've had guys come to me last minute and be like, I need a tuxedo by next week because I'm getting married. And I'm like,
Or like in 3 days.
Or in 3 days, right?
Yeah.
So,
well, what's the advantages of the fit of a tuxedo and getting it custom fit for you?
So ideally, we're not doing it last minute, and then we have made time about our day and set up an appointment to go over custom.
Which are all possible, I'm guessing, through your website, right?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And here's the deal with custom. It's first and foremost, it's always going to be about fit. It's always about fit. It is for a guy who is tired of buying things off the rack and having them look too boxy and be uncomfortable, or tailoring it too trim, and now he just feels funky and like a stuffed sausage in it. So custom is the way to go.
Yeah.
This is an example of a custom dinner jacket.
Okay.
I love the velvet collection. This is something also that you could style with a pair of distressed denim and like a casual loafer.
You're going to get your Hugh Hefner on for sure.
Sometimes you just do.
Oh, I do. Why not? Get a cigar and your whiskey, you're good to go, right?
Like there was a reason that man lived that long.
Absolutely.
So I love this, for some of like our more formal options. But the thing about custom, and I think what I would really like to express today, is that custom doesn't always have to be formal. You can get really cool casual pieces made for your wardrobe, for your lifestyle.
So that's what we're looking at right now. This is not just for tuxes.
So okay, this is a custom tux, this is a custom suit and shirt, and obviously gorgeous. But for guys who aren't really wearing suits all that often, there's an entire array of options here. This is like a sport coat and a dress pant, or you could wear this even because it's a flannel fabric. You could style this down with a jean jacket and a cool sneaker, Yeah,
that's more my speed, I think. I'm the king of the flannel.
We can some people might look at this and feel overwhelmed, but this is where your Clothier comes into play, because we can really guide you around how to style these pieces so that it makes sense for all of your wardrobe and not just a small part of it.
Okay.
So these are some things I'm excited about. I love this. This is it could be a sport coat. It's pretty thick. It's a wool cashmere blend, but I was like, this is so Bears. And imagine having that made in a top coat.
Hell yeah.
And
George Halas back in the day.
Rolling up to the Bears game in a limo. Okay, so maybe that's a little less down to earth, but it's just nice to know that there are options here.
Right.
So I think for you today, we should definitely measure you up for maybe a custom shirt and a sport coat, and just maybe take a look at some measurements, and I can ask you some questions about how you like your clothes to fit, because that's, again, the driving factor of what differentiates us from maybe one of those chain stores or, mass retail suppliers, is that it's one thing to take your measurements, but it's quite another then to build a garment to your fit preference, and that's at the heart of what we do.
Right, yeah, I can tell you for sure that I don't like my clothes super tight. I always end up, I'm just that type where my shoulders are super tight and my upper arms are tight, but everything's loose. So I'm wide at the top and then go down a little bit towards the waist. So everything just fits funny for me.
You should have the fit where it still looks nice and tailored, but that you should ideally be able to throw a ball.
Yes, and if I do that now with anything except for one or two things, I'll destroy everything. It's like the Incredible Hulk, but without.
Exactly. We're at a point in time where we don't necessarily want those suits of the 90s and 2000s where guys were just our dads were walking around, with really long suit coats and everything was so over. Obviously we don't want to look like that, but then what's a shame, I think, right now in editorial is that there's so many suits that are being shown at the visual level with that crisscross right here, where the suit jacket's pulled real tight and he's got the X's going through it.
Yeah, that makes me sweat.
That's
I don't want
right. I have anxiety thinking about it. So, I'm a woman, but I like a boyfriend fit. I like a little extra room, so I hear that all day long. And I think that finding that middle ground between the two extremes is, again, something that we're very well versed on and we understand very well.
Okay, so we'll get the suit fitted and we'll take a look and see how it is. But for people who are interested, or ladies for their men, or men who just want a suit, who are going to man up and just come and get one, what's the easiest way to get an appointment here and to get it fitted?
Sure. So it would be to email us. You can email any of our Clothiers direct, or you can just go straight on our website. And there's a phone number for the Chicago office there.
All right.
So it is simple.
Very simple.
You can also walk in. It's not only by appointment. A lot of our business are people who are coming in because they're just kind of curious to see, what's new, and definitely,
they might have heard about the free booze too. You never know.
That doesn't hurt, especially in Chicago. Any excuse we can turn something into a drinking occasion, hey,
And,
we're all for it.
and I can attest, I'm sure you're going to be gentle with everybody else with the fitting. Nothing hurts. It's going to be fun, a good
It
experience.
is. I promise I don't bite, and we have a darn good time. I like to think I'm a good time.
All right.
But
Well, thanks, Beth. I appreciate it.
you are welcome, Tom. I'm excited to work with you.
All right. I'll see you later. All right. Well, there you have it. Nothing like getting a custom fitting for a sport jacket, right? TBARNAS at WGNTV.com. That's TBarness at WGNTV.com if you have a suggestion for the Chicago scene. Thanks for watching.